Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a shorter guide video because I just decided I felt like doing this for all the heist gear that I roll every league. Because the league is ending anyway soon. And I felt like sharing this with people. Basically, this is gonna be how I roll the gear on all my rogues and how I optimize, in my opinion, the most currency I can possibly get out of it. And later I also talk about thief trinkets, even though I never really buy any myself. I just do blueprints and whatever I find, that's what I use, basically, whatever I think is the best one, but yeah. Let's just start by talking about first this left equipment here. Now, in my opinion, if you don't care about getting, damage bonus that is like, that works for your build, like, oh, if you're a spell build, the spell damage ones are the best. Well, not really, because if you want to do contracts faster, just spam arrowheads on all your guys at like I don't know, eye level 80 at least, just so you can roll level 15 haste on them and just keep alteration spamming them until you roll either level 10 or 15 haste, which gives you a lot of movement speed and some cast and attack speed, which is also a bit of DPS. So just equip this on all your rogues, even Huck if you're planning on using a specific Atlas passive, which I'll talk about later, but yeah, just haste on all of them so you can do contracts faster and run faster in them. Now let's talk about the cloaks. And, obviously, if you really want to min-max, you can get level 5 cloaks to get a bit less alert level. But the way I roll them is I either Scour Alch spam them, or I Chaos spam, whatever you want to do. And in my opinion, the best, most important mod on a cloak that you can get is chance on opening a chest to not generate alert level, and T1 is up to 10%. And even if you get like T2, it's still 8%. T3 is still like 5 to 6, which is decent. I mean, this is good enough for me, in my opinion. And it has reduced raising of alert level too. Like, you just spam stuff on these cloaks and wait until you get at least the not generate alert level mod and just equip it, and that's that. Like, that, in my opinion, you shouldn't think about min-maxing cloaks too much, because it's whatever. The important mod is that one, because when you stack 3 rogues in a blueprint, it stacks and you get about 15 to 30% chance to just not generate alert when you open any chest, which is really good. Okay, let's talk about their main tools now. Now, the way I roll my rogue tools, basically, the most important part is they need to be eye level 82 or higher. Now, yeah, basically 82. Now, if you really care about having the highest chance to roll the mod that you want, it must not be eye level 84, because 84 has an extra mod that it can roll. So make sure it's 82 or 83 if you really just want the +1 all jobs mod and taking the least amount of alterations to roll it. And basically, just spam alterations until you get this prefix skillful, which is +1 to level of all jobs for heists. And you can just type in all jobs in your search bar and stash, I think, and it should light up when you get it, or just type in skillful. But beware, there's also another prefix or suffix or something that's also named skillful, but it's job speed, so it's gonna bait you a few times until you get it. It usually takes me about 200 alterations to get this, and I just do this on all of my rogues, just +1 level of all jobs, except Huck, because I never use him in contracts. I still have level 15 haste on him though, because I'll talk about that a bit later. But it doesn't matter what he has, but yeah, I just do it on the other 8 guys, just 1 level of all jobs, all of them. Okay, got that out of the way. Now, let's talk about the brooches they wear. In my opinion, the rarity is kind of meh on them. You don't really need to use the level 5 ones. What's important is they're like, I don't know, around eye level 80 plus 83, And you just either alteration spam until you get duplicate basic currency, or you chaos spam or alchemy spam until you get it. And the reason why I want the basic currency duplicate on all of my rogues is because, in my opinion, the best way to min-max your currency from just normal contracts and blueprints is getting a bunch of stacked decks and then selling them for hundreds of chaos orbs. Or you can open them if you want to gamble. That's your choice. I open them sometimes, but my luck is really bad with them. And yeah, stacked decks count as currency in the game, so you want duplicate contain basic currency. The divination duplicate mod, divination cards, would not work on stacked decks. It would only duplicate actual cards that drop from chests or something. So yeah, you want basic currency, and if you get lucky when Rigo orbing or chaos spamming or whatever, and you get this combination, for example, basic currency and map fragments duplicate, put it on Karst, because on him you're gonna be doing the most lockpicking contracts. And those can contain fragment chests, and those fragment chests can actually have, like in 83 zones, really high level fragments like Uber Zero fragments or even Guardian fragments, like from Guardian maps. And being able to duplicate them, even if it's 6%, it's a nice bonus. So, you know, if you hit this, put it on Karst. That's blip. Next, let's talk about Niles. Now, what does Niles have? He just has Deception, Counter Thaumaturgy, which is, you know, cards and gems, so you don't really care. Just duplicate basic currency. The Essence is one I just got from the Regal Orb. I don't really care about it, you know. That's that. Fuck is whatever. Tibbs doesn't matter, just basic currency, because, yeah, what does Demolition have? It has generic stuff, Delirium, which I don't really care about. Yeah, just currency again on him. Nanette, she has... What does she have? Counter and Perception. That is... What is that? Cards, and... yeah. Again, on her, I have basic currency, and I hit the duplicate sextants from, what do you call it? From the Regal. Which actually... What is the maps one? Yeah, I guess. Wait, does she have the same thing? Oh, okay. Well, I should swap these. Because if you get sextants, you could put it on Isla, because I'm pretty sure the map chests and engineering can contain sextants, and being able to duplicate them is nice. So, you know, that's that. So yeah, for her, you just get basic currency. For Venderi, basic currency, and what does he have? Yeah, demolition, traps, and this. Yeah, traps is all that stuff, demolition is that stuff, and engineering was the maps and armor and unique. Yeah, okay. For Venderi, you also just want to duplicate basic currency on it. You don't care about any other modes. Tulina, basic currency. She has agility, lockpicking, design. Oh, agility. And okay. Well, if you get a second one rolled like this with basic currency and map fragments, also put it on Tulina, because you might randomly put her in a blueprint that has lockpicking and stack her with Karst, which, you know, stacks less alert. And yeah, then she could also add even more chance to duplicate fragments if there are fragment chests in that blueprint, so, or in the contract if you run a contract on her, so that's nice. She's also a good candidate for this kind of thing, but in my opinion, if you get only one of these, put it on Karst, because you've been doing more stuff on him that has lockpicking than her. Okay, so yeah, just basic currency, that's what I have on her. Gianna, basic currency, what does she have? Deception, Perception, Thaumaturgy, that is... yeah, cards, whatever, and... Perception, yeah, cards again. So yeah, just basic currency to duplicate all the stacked decks that drop. And yeah, I already swapped this for Isla, because she has engineering that has map chests. I think they can contain sextants, so if you hit something like this, duplicate currency, duplicate sextants, you want to put it on Isla. And yeah, that's all the Heist Rogues gear. I mean, I could go over, I guess, an example maybe of how you would stack 3 different rogues to like maximize your rewards, maybe. Like, for example, I have Nanette here, less alert. My only choice is Tulina, which is again less alert. Then I can get Karst, because if I get Nanette again, it doesn't give me any more, like it doesn't stack with the same one, but if I get Karst, it's way less raising of alert level. Like that is 39, 84%. That's almost double, like twice less raising of alert. It's really good dialogue. Yeah, I'm done talking about the gear. Oh yeah, fuck. Now if you're using a specific Atlas passive, which is here, the Dutiful Soldier, this one, Chuck accompanies you on opening the first smuggler's cache in each of your maps. What this does is, after you click the first chest, he just spawns in and follows you around the same way they follow you in, like, contracts and blueprints. And they're basically immortal, and they're the level of the zone, I think. And this just makes it so he spawns in, and he actually has all his gear on him, which means if you have an arrowhead on him, which with level 15 haste, he gives you that level 15 haste aura permanently as long as he's near enough to you in the whole map. And that makes running your map way faster, and you can even pair this up with the Sulfite one. This one, packed with energy, 15% movement speed with each vein you found. And then if you have a bunch of other stuff like chance to contain extra smuggler's caches, which is here, yeah, 5% chance to contain 6 additional, and then you do the map device craft. Yeah, you could get lots of rewards and have hook for haste, and it's really nice if you're using this passive. Only if you want to use this Atlas passive, I recommend, rolling an extra arrowhead for him. Otherwise, if you don't use this at all, then it doesn't matter what gear he has, he could be naked. You're never gonna use him in contracts, he sucks. So yeah, that's me talking about old gear. Okay, now what's left is just trinkets. I don't know if there's a mod that can turn stuff into divine orbs. Maybe I'll check in PoE. Because I know there was a mod that turned Regal orbs into exalts before, but obviously the exalt swap happened, so... Where is it? Thieves Trinket. Nope. I can't find it. I have no idea what Thieves Trinkets can roll. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if there is a mod that has chance to turn Regal orbs into divine orbs, obviously that's the best one to get, and then you just spam currency contracts and you just rain down divines, but I'm not sure if that exists. If it does, you can invest in it if you really wanna run heist super hard all day, but in my opinion, it's not worth it spending hundreds of chaos orbs just for a mediocre one if you're gonna buy a whatever one. Just run all your blueprints that have which ones? Thieves, trinkets, or currency. And you will get some, especially if you're spec'd into the, stuff like... What is it? The fully... Yeah, to drop fully revealed 10%. If you have this and you're running a lot of heist in your maps. Sometimes you get just free, full maxed out blueprints, so you can just run them and see what you get from them. And I got these two, and I don't remember in what order, but one of them is duplicate basic currency, which you can wear and, have an even higher chance to get more stacked decks. If this is the best you have, why not wear it? Or you could wear something like this, which is 5% chance, what tier is that? Tier 3, to turn augmentations into chaos orbs. I think it's kind of decent, though I have no idea how many augmentations even drop in a heist run on average, so I don't know. And gems is whatever, and yeah, quantity. Maybe this one is better, just duplicate stack decks more, but yeah. That's basically this video. I hope it, helps people who are wondering how to roll their gear on their rogues, because this is how I do it every single league. Hope this helps anyone, but just if you wanna run a lot of heist, this is in my opinion the best way to roll your gear and maximize currency from just casually running it without having a super zoomy Pathfinder character with 500 movement speed. You don't need that. If you just roll your gear properly, trust me, you will make a lot more currency, you'll see a lot more stuff dropping, you get so many stack decks and you can sell them all and just get a lot of currency from only running a few contracts. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, subscribe and all that, blah blah blah, my Twitch channel is in the description if you want to drop a follow, because it helps. I'm gonna be streaming this league, probably going for 40 challenges again. And yeah, see you when I probably make another challenge guide video, most likely. Bye.